Hey, what's up everyone? Happy Dude here. Now there's a new update for Resident Evil Requiem and also FSR 4.1 Redstone is out. So I want to see if we get better visuals and performance with all these new updates. You can see all the graphic settings here. So everything is on high. So as you can see, upscaling is still with the old FSR 4. Now I want to see how much FPS we are getting. Fake frames is off. The resolution is 4K. Everything is on ultra or high. Except for motion blur, that's always off. So we are getting 55, 58, 62 FPS on my 9070 XT. Okay, and the frames have a dilation of about 14-15 milliseconds. And we are using 10 GB of VRAM, so that's already an improvement. With the new update from Capcom, it used to be just over 11 GB. What I'm also going to test is if the new FSR 4.1 Redstone is able to make path racing work in this game. I'm very curious to see that. Now, I didn't know how to activate the new FSR 4.1 Redstone. You cannot do it in the menu of the game itself, so I had to look it up. And you have to manually inject it in the game with the AMD software. So just go to Games, scroll down, and then activate upscaling right here. Now you will have to restart the game in order to make it work. Okay, I'm restarting the game right now. Let's see if it's going to work. And it's such a hassle to make all this stuff work. It didn't used to be like this in the olden days. Now with fake frames and upscaling with AI and all that for just to have some extra reflections and lightning with ray tracing. I don't like it. That's why I'm going to make another video with a game that has all that, but without all the need for ray tracing cores and upscaling and all that stuff. So yeah, gaming used to be a lot better. Okay, let's check the options. Yeah. AMD FSR 4.1 and there's a little star next to it. Okay, it actually works. Wow, I'm actually impressed by that. First try, and we don't have a single crash. Alright, let's check the performance. So now we have 58, yeah, sometimes 62, 65 FPS. So it's about the same performance. We do have a bit more of VRAM usage now. It's back to over 11 gigabyte. The frame rates are a little bit slower, 15 up to 18 milliseconds. Yeah, but the picture is sharper, more clear, maybe a bit more smoother also. Yeah, the FPS is about the same. Okay, so now let's check if we can get path tracing to work with this new update from AMD. Can you imagine if this is actually going to work? That would be so awesome. Okay, let's open up the menu from RE Framework. I had to update that because the older version didn't work anymore with the new update from Capcom. Now let's activate ray tracing tweaks and then pure path tracing. Okay, now let's check it out. And ooh, that still looks very rough. Yeah, a lot of noise, especially when the cars pass by, and a lot of ghosting too. I know it's a Resident Evil game, but this is just ridiculous. Okay, so clearly pure path tracing in this game for the 9070 XT is just too heavy to handle. Well, I say too heavy, the FPS is actually not that bad, just under 50 FPS, but it's clear that it's an Nvidia sponsored game and they don't want path tracing to work on an AMD card, and that's just very sad. So let's try hybrid path tracing. Yeah, that's a lot better, a lot cleaner, but there's still some noise. You can see when I change the view. Now I have to say that the ghosting is a lot less than it was on FSR 4, and also we have less noise. So it is an improvement with FSR 4.1 Redstone, but it still isn't what it should be. Let me see if I can find some footage with the older upscaling FSR 4. Yes, I found the older footage with the previous update and with the older FSR upscaling. So let's turn on hybrid path tracing, so it's the same. And yeah, this looks a lot more grainy, and we have a lot more snow on everything, also a lot more ghosting. You can see it in the cars and when people are running by. Yeah, okay, let's do it side by side. Okay, so on the left is the old version and on the right is the new FSR Redstone, and you can clearly see that it's very clean on the right side, and on the left it's very snowy and a lot of ghost effects, and also we have a bit more FPS. So yeah, FSR 4.1 Redstone clearly is an improvement and it does work, but sadly not with path tracing. It's just such a shame that Nvidia is holding all the tech to themselves. And also I didn't find that many games that have official support for 4.1 Redstone. A lot of games are still stuck with FSR 2 and FSR 3, and you can't inject FSR 4.1 into those games. Such a shame.